Hello, welcome back to my crafty corner. I got our little tag album, kind of a little bit of embellished going on here, and got our little rings in. And I did decide to go ahead and make this a little album, and you could use it for cards or whatever. So all I've done, I've already done, I think 4. There's 6 altogether. I've done 4 embellishing wise, and I saved the last 2 to do on camera. So all I've done on this one, I'll kind of show what I've got going. I just stamped on here. I was gonna do, like on this one, I added a little piece here, but I really didn't want to cover up the pretty, you know, holly and the little prints on there, because that's one reason why I use these, is because I really liked those prints. So I just stamped Merry Christmas. I will try to link, or I will link all of the stamps that I've used in the description box below. And I'm just using they're just a mixture of ones that I've got. So I used this Merry Christmas. Just stamped that in ground espresso Archival ink. And then I have this one. I stamped All Good Wishes for Christmas. And I just used some of that ticking. I had some red that I printed that I hadn't used for anything else. And so I just stamped it on the back side because I wanted cream. And I'm out of cream paper. I don't have any more. So I was like, hey, that'll work. You know, that'll work. So just using our hole reinforcers, just using the ones I already had done, inked and glossy accented. I did take this baker's twine and I kind of ran over it with my little blending tool. I'm just using the one that's got it's just the walnut stain on there, just to kind of knock some of the brightness of the white down. And then just made a little tag out of that using some twine also. And then I just cut down some of the pattern papers that I've used. And then I stamped on the back of it. And I was just playing with some of the different stamps. And so use that, inked around the edges. Stamped this little piece out, cut it out. I just put it on there to cover up the staples so that they don't scratch or anything like that. And then I stapled this little stamp here and stapled it too. And then, of course, we have our little music note, our music page that we had printed down. And I just backed that on some craft and then used my tab punch and put on the top of that. And then I stuck it in there. I kind of wanted that to kind of peek out over the top like that. So just something like that. And then I just stuck that tag down in to give a little something extra. And I used the paper that had and I didn't do that with all of them, like try to accent on the front. I didn't do that with all of them. And so on this one, I had torn a little piece of that extra paper that I had, and then I used this little tag now, or this little Joyous Noel. This has come from a printable, and I can't remember who it is. I will look back though, and I will add that in the description box below as well. And then our little music did the same thing there. Took this, I just added a hole reinforcer on the side, and I just hung a little dangly bit off with that. I did another one of these stamps, just stamped it in red. I did the tree. All the stamps that I've used are Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous stamps. So, and then I just inked the back of that. And have that in there like that. Alrighty, and I haven't done anything on the backs yet, and I don't know if I'm going to, or if I just want to leave it plain so that you can put a photo there, because a 4x6 should fit just perfect on there. And so that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to leave those plain. And then you can journal on the back of these tags or add more photos, just whichever you want to do. All right, same with that there. This one, I kind of have went with the same type of, you know, things in each one, but just using a little bit different elements. So like on this one, I stamped that again, but it's still on that red, but I stamped it in red, and that's Fired Brick, Archival ink. Use the Baker's Twine. Still have the music note. Took this pattern here, just stamped on the back of it, and I was just playing with my different stamps because some of these stamps I haven't used before, and you could color him if you wanted to, and I was just playing, so it's fine. Some of them I'm not as crazy about as other ones, but that's okay. And then I took, and I'll also put this, I'll also link these in the description box. This one's like coming apart. I think I need to put a little bit more glue in there. So you can just, I just poked a hole just big enough for my twine to fit through. I didn't want it the full size because I just tied it in a knot to make it like a little dangly bit on there. This one is also a Tim Holtz, and it is the, is it Starburst or something burst? And I just took 2 of those, backed them, put my string on there, tied it, have a loop, and I don't know. I think it's kind of cute just dangling there off the side. Of course, you can use or do whatever, you know, whatever you want. And then just stuck that tag down in there, and I think that's cute laying like that. At the bottom of this one, I took another stamp, and I just stamped Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And then on this one, I kind of did the same, sort of the same thing, except I used Holly, the Holly one. This is also a Tim Holtz. And I took, because you can't mirror it the same way that you did, you know, back to back, the way you did the Starburst ones on there. So this one, I cut it out with this, in this gold, and then I cut another one out just in craft, and I placed the craft on the back, and I just kind of inked it up, and I did the same thing. And then I stamped on the back side of this one. And I didn't do anything else back here, and I just used Total Reinforcers on that. And that slips in there like that. And I had thought about stamping. I may find a stamp to do here. And then we're going to do these last 2 together, other than I had already made all of these little tags because I just stamped 3 out at a time. And so, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm going to find something to stamp here, a sentiment or something. Let's see what we've got. That could be cute. It would kind of cover that, but I think that would be pretty. I hadn't already done one. Like, sure, why not? Like I said, I will link these in the description box below, the ones that I'm using. And I'm just going to use, I'm going to use the ground espresso. As you can tell, I have not used this one before. I could show you, I guess, which one it came from. I know there's a glare. This is CMS 175. Now, that's the other one that I used here. So, we've got that. Okay. And let's just stamp it on there. Oh, that looks good to me. I probably should have, yeah, that's not too bad. I like it. It'll be all right. All right. And then I just stamp that off on my scrap piece here, just to, alrighty. And I think that's maybe good enough for that. It might would have been better if I'd have done it over at this side, but that's okay. I'm just going with it. All right, so this one, let's see what we want. What do we want to add on here? So I haven't stamped, I did do this part, and I haven't stamped or done anything on the back of this. Let's see what I've got. Let me get a larger block, because I think I'm gonna do a background. Stamp on that. Let me see. Use the back a couple of times. So hard to choose. So hard to choose. Alright, so I think I'm going to use, it's the Perfect Plaids. I think I'm going to use this one. And I want, I'm just going to do this one right here. I have not used these yet either, so yeah. And they are perfect because they just fit. Let's see, what color do we want to do on this one? I think we'll do red. And I'm just going to use the fired brick. And I'm using, I'm just using my Archival inks. And I'm just going to press that down on there. Give it a minute, and there we go. And see, we've got some spots here. They're not perfect, and that's okay, though. I'm okay with that. Actually, I kind of like it. All right. And then I'm just going to stamp the rest of that off on there so I don't stick my arm over in it. Okay, because I'm one of those kind. I do that. Okay, so I'm just going to set that one to the side. Set that to the side. Okay. And then, whoops, I need to do something different with this. All these wants to fall over, and so I'm just going to go through with my Walnut Stain and ink the edges. All right, so there's that. So now the question is, what do we want to attach to this one? Do we want to do something and let it hang? And then I would like to have sentiment on here as well. So while I'm thinking about what we're going to put on here, I think I know what I want there. So let me see. Let me see this. I can find it. It's not this. Which one is it? Here it is. So I think we're going to do one of these. We already did the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. How about that one? I like that. So let me get it. And I just have different acrylic blocks here. I've some of the ones I have I have these kind that are thicker. And then I have the Tim Holtz ones. Let's see. And I'm gonna use I'm just gonna use the ground espresso just to kind of keep it, you know, the same. Let's see. Ooh, I might would have wished for the other one. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's see. How do we want, or what do we want coming off of this? I might do a wreath since it has a wreath there on it. But I think this one's the one I want to go with. Well, can I not? Get it back in there. There we go. Okay, my stamps are wanting to get all wonky on me. Yeah, that fits. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna pick, because like I said, I'm kind of out of, oh wait, no, I might not. It might not be big enough. Just big enough. Okay, I think, do I want to use, oh, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna cut into it though. So maybe not that one. Let's use, we got a stripe. That might could look cool, like when you're cutting into it, then it could look like a candy cane on the back. I think so. Why not? Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. All right. Let's see how. Do I want to? I think I'm just gonna stamp it in. I mean, even though I know it's got like the little bow and all of that stuff on it, but I don't think I'm gonna color it. I think I'm just gonna stamp it in the brown. We're just gonna go for it. Maybe that's good. Yeah, that's cute. So then I want to cut it out. Let me cut the edges around the outside first, because I'm gonna leave this here whole. I'm not gonna cut into it though, because I want it to like, anyways, you'll see. We'll see. And we could still color that if we want. So let's see. Maybe not the greatest. Okay, so I do want to cut out the center part. Or do I? We could stamp a little sentiment in there, couldn't we? I like that. I think I'm just gonna poke a little hole in there. I think I'm just gonna use my cross dowel for that. The smallest one, maybe. Ooh, an eyelet would be cute in there, wouldn't it? I'm probably not gonna do that though, because I have to dig. I don't even know where they're at. Okay. And we'll just use our twine. To loop through there. I think that should be enough. Before I do that though, I am going to ink the edges just a little. What would this look like? Alrighty guys, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm just gonna poke that with my tool. Alrighty. Like that. And then I think we'll do one on the back side too. Make it a little tag. Now, is that all I want to add? Or do I want to add a little something else? All right, so let's do this. And I know I had just, right here, just a plain little scrap piece of that little bit that I have. And I'm just going to stamp that. And I'm going to do it with I'm just going to stick with the ground espresso. But I think I'm going to color this one. Alrighty. Okay. So like legit, I just pulled out all of my stamp sets that I have, Christmas stamp sets. Well, they're all Stampers Anonymous. It's the only ones I pulled out. And I'm just gonna go with those, and then just gonna use those as my, well, geez, you know what I mean, what I'm using to stamp with. So there's so many different ones. I will go back through afterwards and I will post those in the description box below. And the good news about those are, if they don't have them in now, they will probably eventually, because the good thing about the Stampers Anonymous stamp sets is that they don't discontinue those, which is fantastic, because I'm trying to build my collection and I have a lot. There's still a lot I don't have. And when I say build my collection, I would love to have every single one, but especially the Christmas, because I probably use those more than any of them. So I am just going to pull out, let me get some, nope, I already have them out right here. I am going to use Rustic Wilderness and Lumberjack Plaid. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And I'm just using this packaging here. And I'm just going to squish some out on it. Just like that. And get my water brush wherever it may be. Where is it? Let me just grab one then. Preferably one with water in it. I don't have one. Yeah, I guess this will work. It's got water. Just have to get one with water. Okay. Okay, so that feels wet enough, maybe. And so I'm just gonna and I'm just using the Distress inks because you will still be able to see the stamped image. If you used oxides, you wouldn't see. It would probably cover up some of that ground espresso, and I don't want that, so we're just going to use this. And I'm not even, it doesn't have to be perfect, just, you know, I got any water coming out of that? There we go. And I'm just going to put that, well, see, my little cup I got over there's got so much stuff in it now I can't. I'm just going to soak that water up right there. I'm going to keep that on there because I can use that for something else. I don't want to waste that. So I'm just going to set it over here to the side because we might decide that we want to color something else here in a minute. I'm going to hit that with my heat tool. Alrighty, that I'm just going to cut it out. And I don't think, I'm not going to cut all up in there. I thought about it, but I'm not going to do that because that's just too much. That's more than I want to do at this moment. So I'm just going to leave that. And I'm going to take my crocodile, whatever I did with it. Well, unlock. And I'm just going to use a tiny one here, and I'm just going to poke a hole right there. Just right in the middle of that. To be right. And I will go around the edge and maybe right over the top of that, just to kind of knock down a little bit of that. And I'm not going to do anything to the back side of it, but just kind of ink it up. And then you could write like a date on there, or you could even journal like a little something on the back of that if you wanted. Be cute. Put a date on it, something. Okay. And then, let's see, I think on this one, we're just gonna go through one. And through one. Alrighty. And then, I think I might want to do it on this side, because the last few of these I've kind of put on the opposite side, and this one wants to pop out every time. But I think I'm going to go back to I'm going to put it on this corner up here. Okay. And for this one, I'm just going to use a hole reinforcer. And I'm just going to do it with this right there, and then I'm going to do one on the back side as well. Well, I can see what I'm doing. Come on. Like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to loop, well, I'm just going to loop one of these through. Oh, mercy, I can't get, I had better luck with the little small ones. You got a bigger hole and I can't do it, a smaller hole, and it was like just fine. So let's see, do I want it to hang about right there? Maybe. So I'm just going to loop a knot instead of tying it like a, just do a loop knot like that, and that'll work. And then I'm going to trim those down just a hair, like that maybe, right? That's kind of cute. I'm afraid. Alrighty. So then this one can sit in here just like so. And that like so. Maybe the wreath on the wreath is too much. I don't know. They can always be moved or changed around though. It's where they're at does not have to be a dead set. That's where it is. You know what I mean? Okay, so this was the last one we got. So we have that done right there. I don't have anything on the back side of this one yet, so let's see. Okay, so what do we want to do on that? I got music note, I got think I'm gonna do this one. I haven't really used it a whole lot, so I think we'll go with that. Let me pull my things back over in here. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm sure y'all can hear the loudness going on outside. Could have swore I inked around that part already. Guess I didn't. Not that it matters. I'll do it again when we're done. Let's see, do I want to do, I think this one I want to do green. Why not? We'll do green. I think I've done mainly red. Now, got that. I'm going to go back around it with my ink just to kind of, I don't know, just because it makes me feel better. So this is Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So I hope everyone has had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Okay. Let's see, now what do we want on this? So let's go, how do we want to, and what do we want to put on this one? Shit. Got this set, which I've used, well, quite a bit. Actually, you know what, I already have some of those done. Let me grab that. I only have to stamp those in. What did I do with them? Yeah, look at this. See, I have a little, what you call it, going on here. A little pile. What do you know about that? Okay. And then this is the ones I have all these little, but then that makes me want to tie it. But everything is tied. Except for that one, and it kind of bugs me when there's ones that are different. You know what I mean? Am I the only one that's like that? Or is that even something that somebody else would notice? Is that only something I would notice? I don't know. I think I want to do red. I've already done It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year sentiment, so I think let's go Deck the Halls. How about that one? Yeah. Okay, so let me get, because if I poke a hole through that, I'm gonna poke it through that 25, so let me get, I'll take this little 25 right here. Get out with my little teeniest blocks. That's so cute. Excuse me. All right, and I think I'm gonna go $25 on that. How about that? I feel like I need something else. So hang on, let me let's do a star. We'll do a star and we'll do it red. I think I want a red star. Let me get, and I'm just gonna, nope, not big enough. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna do it on the back, this green. Okay. My desk is getting really, or my space is getting really messy. It's getting messy. Okay. That way we can keep the rest of that card for something else. And same with this piece. Okay. And then I'm just gonna fussy cut around that one. So I'm just gonna poke a little hole there. And I'm just gonna pick one and go there. Right. And then we're just gonna attach all those together. Alrighty. This one, am I gonna do it the same? Do I want to do a big hole, little hole? Let's just do this. Okay, and then just punch that. And I'm just gonna do noise. I'm gonna have to make some more of these, guys. I'm getting pretty low. Getting pretty low, which I knew I would use them. I told you that I would. Alrighty, like that. And then we'll just cut us a piece of that. All the twine and the baker's like these that I've got and that, I want to say these came from Tuesday Morning. No, these came from Hobby Lobby. The twine, this one, I think it might have came from Tuesday Morning. If not, you know, pretty much any kind of craft store's got those you can get, just whatever. Even the Dollar Tree carries twines, baker's twines. So, do I want to go loop-diddy-loop, or I think I'm just going to go in like I did the last one, just one at a time. One at a time. Which is way more string than I needed. That's okay. We'll fix it. Okay, like that. My fingers to cooperate. I need to clip my fingernails. They've gotten way too long. They're helpful sometimes. And sometimes when they get out this long, they just get in the way. I don't like them to be extremely short, but I do like so yeah, I like it. Maybe. Okay. I'll keep that. We can use that for something else. It's big enough. Okie doke. Let's see what this looks like in here. I like it. Like that. Yeah. So that is going to be it for this Christmas tag mini album. Oh, yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do upload a video. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And thank you for watching. Bye.